Welcome to That Steer. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. They said we would never be back. Nick, you would never guess who tried to stop us, or me, from being back this week.
Who, Brett? Who?
The Jiffy Van.
The Jiffy Van?
The Jiffy Van.
What's the Jiffy Van?
You don't know what a Jiffy Van is?
Is that the Smoko Van? No.
Yeah, the Smoko Van.
The Smoko Van.
Right. What do you call it?
Smoko Van.
Okay. Yeah, no, you got me there on a technicality. That one makes
The
sense.
Jiffy Van seems like it sells cleaning products.
Okay,
like
well,
it sells rags and shit.
In Perth, it was always called the Jiffy Truck.
Yeah, hell yeah.
The brand was Jiffy, and that has absolutely been stopping me from being back every day. Like, I'm looking at what I earn per hour and what I spend at the Jiffy Truck, and the numbers don't match up.
Man, you got to take your lunch. You got to take your lunch. Otherwise, you're a dead man.
Oh, my God.
You're a dead man. If you go to any suburban area and you're working a job for around $30 an hour, you have to fucking take your lunch.
Fee made me this beautiful burrito, ready to go, and I had it, but I just couldn't say no to the dimmies in the morning.
Oh man, that's a fair point. They were
$2.80. It's not breaking the bank.
That's true.
I remember when the Jiffy Truck used to rock up.
This is Brett Blake. What else did you order with the dimmies? Did you just order the dimmies, Brett?
No.
Did Brett just order the dimmies?
I ordered a Boss coffee. I ordered Coke with no sugar. I ordered chicken strips. But I didn't buy soy sauce. I used tomato sauce twice on both products. So I saved myself 40 cents.
Baby steps.
Fucking idiot steps. And everyone's like, do you know you've been ordering dimmies every shift you've been on? You've ordered dimmies? And I was like, well, one day it was steamed, so I was looking after my body.
Haven't you seen, Mr. In Between? He loves his dimmies.
Does he?
Yeah.
That's right. I'm a stone fucking cold killer, guys. Watch out.
Yeah, that's it. But
the lady rocks up, beeps the horn, you get excited. You know what I mean?
It's exciting.
It's so exciting because everyone runs out, you know?
Well, man, I was at a gym in Perth, right?
Yeah.
And the fucking Mr. Whippy van came around and I got excited. The music, everything. But no one ran out there because we're at the gym.
Oh.
So it took away the excitement, but it was lucky. I was like, why isn't anybody running out there? It was like a crime.
The exact, I mean, I'm assuming they're all the same sound, but that was that your sounding one?
I can't remember.
Whatever it was.
It sounded like Beat It by Michael Jackson.
Maybe it was. Maybe Michael Jackson. If you had to come past, it's fine. It's fine. You're live in the pod. Yes. Well, welcome. But that's more. Either way, it's going to lure out kids. Just different responses.
Oh, man.
But I was back in Perth and I heard the ice cream van when I was at Tony's house, and he's got two of his nephews there, and I fucking ran out ahead of them. I was excited for a soft serve, but it was like $2. I was like, fucking hell, mate. Are you kidding me? These used to be 30 cents.
$2. That's still pretty cheap, isn't it? That's like $5
just a plain one, but then I got all the fucking chocolate and the nuts. You got to get the chocolate and the nuts.
That rules pretty
I think
hard.
it was like $7 by the end of it. Double scoop.
Man, I tell you what tried to stop me. Installing, changing the globes in downward lights. Fuck, that is a fuck around.
At home?
At home.
Oh, yeah, they're a nightmare because it not only, I fucking hate downlights because there's a converter in the roof above it, but then the downlights is just a 2-pin system, so you got to pull it out. And sometimes
the other pin never comes out.
Yeah, and sometimes with light globes, they're polar. So one's got to be positive, one's negative. But I don't think that's with downlights. But they're a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
And you've got to pull the whole socket out, which has got it's spring loaded. And if you don't pull out the whole thing around it, and if you don't get it on the right spot, it just fucking whacks your fingers.
Well, Brett, I could have done that. Or I could have just pulled one thing out as hard as I could and then just stick the fucking thing in there, which is what I did.
Just pull it out of its whole fixture?
No, it was close. It was close to getting pulled out of its fixture, but I did it. Yeah,
fucking hell, the handyman is here.
It really fucked me.
Brute. Hey, worse, if in doubt, just yank twice as hard.
Man, yep. Now, Brett, I tell you what else stopped me, right?
What?
I told you the bad news on Saturday. Big error on my part. Left my bike out in the balcony. It got stolen. Right?
Again.
This is a story of theft and retribution, but not on my level.
Okay.
Because my bike got stolen, I was like, it was fucking so hard, man, because I was riding it to work. I reckon I've nearly ridden it every day this year.
That's great.
Besides when I, to gigs and stuff.
Yeah.
But I really fucked it. Like, I was jumping it off gutters and fucking doing, just jumping it off big stuff. Not big stuff, but, those big things like that consistently when I was pissed.
Yeah.
Riding back from gigs. I stacked it a few times.
Love it.
And I got it serviced, but still the crank was sloppy. It's just got that slop in it before you pedal.
Yeah, you can feel it.
And I was just like, oh, fuck, I need a new bike. But when it got stolen, I was like, oh, fuck. You know what I mean? When you go, I've got to get a new bike. And then when I was riding, I was like, fuck.
Because the problem is if you're going to get the upgrade now, you've had the hardtail, you've done your time, you're ready for the dually. But the dually starts at $2,000. That's a nightmare.
Yes. And also, man, I love hardtails.
Yeah.
I love them. I did see a nice, if anyone knows, Rocky Mountain one for $800.
That's all right.
I thought, I wonder if I should just get that. But anyway, it doesn't matter. But you wouldn't believe it, Brett, right?
No.
I go to get the globes from Bunnings.
Yeah.
Right? I'm walking down the street with the globes and I see this fucking rat bloke yelling out on his bike, right? And he's yelling out to some other rat bloke. And the bloke's pulled up.
I know what's going to happen here.
On my bike.
Right. So did you chase him down?
Yeah, I chased him, right? I was chasing him, fucking going, come on, man. Give me my bike back. Give me my bike back. Fucking, that's my fucking bike, right? Lost my shit, right? My fucking phone fell out of my pocket.
Oh,
I had to grab it. And then, when they just ride away and you're like, even if I was the Flash, I couldn't catch him now. You know what I mean? He was this fucking rat dude. He had the tattoo on his face and just the fuckedest mullet ever.
Was it me who stole your bike?
It was so annoying. And do you know what the biggest mistake is? So, guys, this is the biggest tip. If you see your stolen shit, don't cause a ruckus. Like, I thought of this plan afterwards. I thought, I should have got my partner to, tease him a bit. Like, hey, big boy. And then just run up and just do the biggest karate kick ever when he didn't
Just kick him off the bike.
Yeah, just kick him off the bike.
Because you get so emotional, you'd be like, hey, you see, you motherfucker, and you're too far away.
Yeah,
instead of just casually
He was
walking
sitting
by.
there, and I saw his eyes widen as soon as I looked at him and went, that's my fucking bike. Ran after him. But anyway, I didn't catch him.
I actually thought the end of this story was you got your bike back and then somehow you found $3,000 on the floor.
No, well, I do have a different tale of retribution, but it didn't happen to me.
Okay.
It didn't happen to me.
Tell me this one.
But I thought I'd just finish this story. Then my partner and I drove around for like half an hour.
Yeah.
Right? Trying to find the guy. I put on a different shirt. Right? I was fucking...
You got to outsmart these fucking rats.
Way around the Richmond, I was like, he's probably gone to the housing district, right?
Yeah.
Where the buildings are. Man, I walked through there. I'm like, well, what the fuck am I going to do? This kid's probably going to beat the shit out of me if I find him.
And he doesn't sound like a kid. He sounds like a grown-ass man.
Oh, no, he was kind of a kid. Yeah. But he's probably could beat the shit out of me anyway.
Yeah.
And anyway, I'm looking through. I'm trying to find it. There's the dodgiest fucks ever in that housing place. You just don't go there.
No.
You know? There's people shooting up. There was a dude totally jacked in the car park, just standing beside a car, with his shirt off, cap back, just staring at me.
He's like, what are you doing here? This guy's on the start of his heroin journey.
And then, because I thought I saw a couple of bikes piled up. And I saw a couple of bikes piled up. And man, not only was my heart broken because my bike got stolen, but then if you walk through the housing commission, your heart breaks for all the other guys that got their bikes stolen.
Oh, yeah.
Because I saw this lady shooting up, right? Not shooting up, but she was sitting down. She was either selling or whatever.
Yeah. Just had a hot shot.
Yeah. 40 or 50 years old, beer gut, or could have been 18 years old.
And pregnant. Yeah. It could go either way.
But 2 Merida bikes there that looked pretty nice.
Yeah.
And then one with the little front wheel guard. on the front, to say, hey, this thing's been on the trails.
Yeah.
And I thought, what goes around comes around. You know what I mean? And I thought, what if I just run and grab this thing?
Yes.
What if I just run and grab it?
Yeah.
And then two guys started walking over to see her. And I was like, fucking hell.
Let's go back
You know
tonight.
what I mean? That's what I was thinking. I was like, what goes around comes around. Let's just fucking do it, But I don't know. Then I had a whole heap of moral conundrums in my head.
But then, it could have been some kid who's like, his mum's been saving up, buys him his bike, it's going to get him out of the commissions or whatever. He could be the world's best mountain bike rider in 10 years from now.
That's it.
And you've broken that, chain of cycle or whatever.
I was thinking of all these fucking things. Anyway, I didn't do it. However, I do have a great story, Brett, of retribution.
Okay.
You may remember our listener, Ipswich's favourite dirt bike rider, Chili Vanilli.
Yes, YZ.
Yes. Got
Two banger. Love it.
had a YZ 250. I think it was like 2020 model or something. Got fucking stolen also by some rats, right?
So many rats around.
I wake up on Sunday morning. I'm a little bit hungover because we had a few beers. My bike's been stolen. I look up Instagram. Chili Vanilli entered one of those raffles and won himself a Husqvarna 2-banger 125
That rule.
for $5.
That actually pisses me off though, because I've entered. I don't normally.
Pisses you.
I don't normally enter lottos, but every time like, hey, we got a KX 250 from 1996, or like an XY Falcon. I'm buying like $50 worth of tickets. You know what I mean? But no, I'm actually glad someone I know won it. So
Chili Vanilli, congratulations, brother.
You did it. You did
was
it.
So beautiful. I haven't written him a message yet, but he put on his stories that he put a big chain on it and stuff, and it was at his dad's place. And he goes, woke up the next morning, walked straight into the garage just to see that it wasn't a dream.
Yeah, right.
So congratulations, Chili.
You did it.
You deserve it, brother. We don't endorse stealing, we don't endorse gambling, but we do endorse being a good bloke. What goes around comes around.
What we do endorse is chaining up fucking everything.
Chaining up everything.
Fuck.
You got to chain up everything.
You've got to chain up everything.
So fucking hell, man. That was brutal, but I'm happy for the guy. And, mate, when I get back from Japan, might have to have a little look around old Facebook Marketplace.
Well, let's see what the bank account looks like after holidays, because sometimes you end up having a bit of a fucking blowout,
You never know. I might win the lotto in Japan.
Well,
I might come back with a Japanese bike.
With $1 million yen.
Just ride one out of the Yamaha gallery.
I would love that. Now, rider update. On the weekend, I was a bit dusty on Sunday, I must admit, but I got into the car.
How did you... Because you had a couple of gigs, Brett, after we had a few beers on set. We went to Burnley Brewing, great brewery. They got Oktoberfest at the moment.
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh, shout out to Burnley as well.
Yeah,
Always give us free roadies. I fucking love Burnley Brewing.
Yeah.
How was I?
Yeah.
I was good for the first bracket because, you've got your energy up. And I got the second bracket underway. It was a red hot crowd.
Yeah.
But by the time I got to, wrapping up the show, and you calm down, all the alcohol hit me at once, and I was fucking pissed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I came home, I just finished at the gig. I must have had one wine, which is very rare for me after a show. And then I think I came home, I think Fee went to bed early, and I was like, I'll just sit on the couch for a bit. And then next thing I know, it was 3 a.m. And Fee's like, are you coming to bed? I just passed out on the fucking couch like a saddo.
Yeah.
But got up, went all the way out to the Yangs, which I hadn't ridden before, but I've done a lot of film shit out there.
Nice.
And I didn't really know where all the mountain bike stuff was. The course looks sick. Found Tommy Maslin. Tommy Maslin's on the new Santa Cruz bike.
Nice.
Oh my God. He let me have a little sting. Loved it.
Yeah.
It must weigh like a gram or something.
Really.
So fucking light. And, but I said to him, I was like, hey man, I know you're a pro rider. I don't want to get in your way. Just tell me to fuck off. I'll just come say good day and I'll just watch. We'll have a chat after. And he goes, what are you fucking talking about, mate? Just come hang out. I'm still hungover from Friday. So he got in Friday, just turned on the gas, and him and the other guy that they were racing were still half cut. Well, not half cut, but hungover as hell.
Oh, my God.
And one of these guys who got a real fast time going down there, I didn't end up seeing the final results. And I was like, fuck, Maslin's hungover. I don't know if he's going to put in a good time or whatever. The winning time, the time to beat was like 1:43.
Yeah.
Or 1:45 or something like that. And Maslin got down. I saw him because you could only see in certain sections. And he goes, yeah, I didn't put in the best one. I only got 1:42. I was like, I think you're currently in the lead, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I've got to hit him up and see where he was. Maybe he didn't get podium because there was still another 4 people to race down.
Yeah.
But got to check the time sheets and all the stuff, all the official adjudicator business. But it was a great weekend, great atmosphere. Like, everyone's down there. The track's just like, it's just kind of roped off, but you can get as close as you want. Like, there was so many different categories. There was like 60-year-old blokes just fucking sending it.
Nice.
And then there was 12-year-old dudes and girls sending it as well. So, like,
nice.
Everyone had a go. It was like such a positive community.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And obviously they had fucking a sausage sizzle, which went down a fucking treat. But, it was a brutal drive in the morning, hour and a half going, Jesus Christ, I want to die. But I did see something that cheered me up because it was like 9 a.m. when I left, and there was just a bloke walking on Punt Road just drinking out of a 2-litre bottle of Coke.
Ah, yes.
And that made me happy for some reason. I was like, God, that is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yes.
Not even Coke Zero. Look after yourself, son. Now, guys, some devastating news. The Brisbane curse has unfortunately not been lifted.
Yes.
Brew Dudes is cancelled, and also a show.
Double Impact.
Double Impact. The NRL's on, and it's easier because the street's full for them to pay us not to do the show. Because if we have, say, 80 people in there seated, but they can get 180 in there standing or something, so financially it works out better for them to not let us do our show.
Far out.
Which honestly, I'm a bit devastated about, to be honest.
And I've never been so sad to not have to work.
Yeah. Well, it's the we should have looked at this. The NRL weekend, everyone gets fired up.
Broncos are in town.
Broncos are in town. It's quarterfinals. Like Toowoomba, like Friday night. If you haven't got tickets already, fucking do it. Yeah. Toowoomba, every time we go to Toowoomba, we sell 100 tickets without trying.
Yeah.
I think we're on like 20 tickets this time. And then Cairns, I'm doing Cairns on the Sunday, and he's like, mate, nearly every show's been sold out. And it's just a good vibe. And I was like, oh, cool. And then I'm like, oh, no, it's the NRL weekend curse. He's like, yeah, I think you've moved 10. I was like, brother, this weekend is costing me a lot of money in flights. We need to really move some fucking numbers.
You never know, mate. It could pick up. Queenslanders, they're a bit. They'd like to book at the door.
Yeah. I'm praying if we can get on NRL weekend, Dreams, T-Bar, we get to 40 or 50. That'd be the dream. Cairns, it's only a small club. I think it only holds 50.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I can get to 25,
mate, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It's gonna be okay. But we're still going in T-Bar. We're looking forward to it. We're looking to go to the Vault. Bloody a few Gundy boys are coming, a few T-Bar boys are coming. It could be a bit of a wild one, so it might be a bit of a blessing that we can't perform on Saturday.
At 3 p.m. And then also really bad logistically for us, Brewers at 3 p.m. and then our next show was at 8:30. So it's like, just 5 hours of you guys stopping drinking? Yeah, that's not going to happen.
That is not going to happen.
Absolutely not.
It's going to be awesome watching like Caxton Street and stuff, but I am sad I can't perform. It was going to be a fucking absolute cracker, but we might try and move it or something like that. Or
we might try and do another date where we do like go up and do a sit-down comedy run, or we do something in the Gold Coast. We've got to reschedule it because even though it's not on the Brisbane fans, because during Comedy Festival, you guys were out in force. Yes. I think I nearly sold out all my shows in a fucking massive room. So I can't blame Brisbane.
Cannot blame Brisbane.
But I can blame the Brew Dudes curse in Brisbane. Yeah. Every time. We've tried 3 times.
Yeah.
And 2 have been cancelled, and 1 was on Father's Day, and they're like, mate, there's no one coming. And you're like, I give up on the Brew Dudes.
Such a curse.
It's a curse. How do we sell out in every other state?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know, Brett. However, also we do have good news. Currently editing the Bathurst our Bathurst videos we got last year. So that should keep you guys a little bit, you know, satisfied until we bring out the Wongray round, which is also getting edited. Brett's got heaps of Vietnamese stuff.
Oh my God. I'm currently in my editing desk. Yeah. I've got the Fink. I've got Dave Reynolds chat. I've got like 5 fucking good bits of content. I've just got to have a free 58 hours straight in my life. But I'll be releasing some stuff this week, some shorter stuff.
Yes.
The videos, this obviously gets clipped up. This is on video pods or on weekly. And have you anything extreme planned in Japan, or are you going to behave yourself?
No, we're doing this 5-day walk, which is pretty sick. About
cool.
7 hours a day. The Komodo Kona.
Yeah.
This walk.
Oh, really?
And you stay in a village.
Oh, sweet.
It's going to be fucking amazing. I'm so pumped for it. I did want to do mountain biking or go on a motorbike or something, but
it's not always easy.
We are doing something that apparently is extreme, but also I think is pretty tame, but I just wanted to do Mario Kart in Tokyo.
I mean, I think it's every time I see someone post about it, I'm like, that's fucking lame. But I'm like, nah, it's pretty sick. Because you're actually on the go-karts on the fucking road.
I know.
You could, like, if a semi-trailer could just fucking just plow you down and you wouldn't even know. You just lose the top of your head.
So I'm going to do that. I've looked up some other stuff. I would like to do some rock climbing or some shit, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I've looked up a custom motorbike place I'm going to go check out. But that's about it,
It's your honeymoon. You got to turn the switch off, you know?
Yeah.
But guys, just a short one from us this week.
Yes.
The boys have been back, and as you can tell, I'm wearing construction pants. So Dad's been back on the tools in a factory, whatever, same thing, on a shitty forklift that's electric and it doesn't even have tilt, but it annoys me. Anyway, but guys, don't forget, if you're not on Patreon, jump on Patreon. We got cans. We're still doing Toowoomba. Toowoomba is the main one. Fuck knows what we're doing Saturday. We've got to do... We're working on the finalising stuff on the wrong way around edit. So it's at the very final stages. I know we've been saying that for a year, but it's very close. We got to do something. I don't know what we're going to do. We've got to do, I mean, we've done it. You've done LSP. We've got to come up with something that, you know, just fills that void for our fans.
What if we set up something like a fucking pub crawl, shitters pubs in Brisbane?
So we'll just be on Caxton Street again?
Yeah.
How about this? We're going to be drinking at the Caxton, washing our sorrows away. If you want to join us.
Yeah. Oh, we're at, what's the name of the fucking Caxton Street
Brewing?
Caxton Street Brewing. We'll probably be there. I would like to take you to this fucking heavy metal bar in Fortitude Valley.
I wouldn't mind doing that, but if we're there and someone's got a great shed or they got a big motorbike collection or a car collection, we could pop over for an hour and have a couple of beers, film some stuff for our shed series.
Yes, please.
So we just want to make sure that day is productive for us, you know, get on the fucking piss.
Yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, until next time, keep it flat, stick.